Live stream, what's up?
Howdy doody to you.
SM, what are we throwing today? I'm going to throw saucers and then a couple larger flower pots if I get to it. I'm making in order today, so I have to make specific things. But thanks for tuning in. Fresh cup of Joe, howdy bud. Hope you're doing well today, buddy. Another day in Pottery land. Hope everybody is having a good day. So I think I got to do 24 of these saucers and then start making flower pots to go with these saucers. Thanks for the 4 likes already, guys. That's nice. Huh? Appreciate you guys for watching. And I'll be doing bigger flower pots rather than just these. I should probably almost fill up the whole screen here when I make those in a little while. So that might be cool for you guys to see, a little more visual. Gail says, hi Ben, how are you today? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing, Gail? Just making an order. Is going to a store, so a store order day. Gail says, I'm glad I was checking my email and saw your notification. Nice. If you're on your phone, you could also set up like your notifications so you can get like a not like a text, but it just drops down on your phone and says it. For all your favorite YouTubers out there. You're doing well? Cool. I'm glad. And thank you for tuning in today. No one says I've tried doing pottery with a tribe who specializes in pottery in one of my travels. Nice. It was fine. I could always get scolded by the elder lady because I have stuffed hands. Oh, that's the thing. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Um, Pottery is fun. I do this for a living, but people can be very strict in teaching. So, I'm sorry that you had a strict experience. That is no fun. No one writes, I enjoyed it, but my mentor was stressed. Yeah. It can be. I've never really taken on an apprentice or anything. But I've seen people get very stressed at people that they're trying to teach something to. 'Cause it's very hard to teach somebody verbally. And as long as the person's all right with you, like literally grabbing their hands, they can just grab your hands and make you do something, and then you feel how much pressure you have to do. The few times that I've showed people or demonstrated or given a lessons or whatnot, I asked the person, I said, is it okay? Can I grab your hands? And they were like, yeah, of course. I'm like, well, I have to ask. And I did, and I grabbed their hands, and they went, oh, that's how much pressure you have to put in. I was like, yeah, you have to feel it. I don't want to hurt your hands, but that's, yeah, exactly what I'm just saying, Noah. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Sometimes unless you sit here and watch a lot of potters over and over again, which is also a main thing to do, I would suggest. My friend Fresh Cup of Joel, who I believe is in the chat, he has been studying potters for a long time now, and he started throwing. I think he's on his 80th day or somewhere in there. He's been live streaming the whole thing, and day one was just him trying to work on centering. And then you can see that he had watched so many potters and so many live streams and asked so many questions. And once you absorb all that information, you're able to apply it to your own hands once it gets there. So, but good luck on your pottery journey, man. Yeah, there's Fresh Cup of Joel right there. And actually, buddy, if you want to throw up your link and you want to watch another potter that has been live streaming his whole learning pottery experience, I'm do this as a profession. This is my job, so I've been doing this for a very, very long time, since the 90s, as a full-time thing. So, but watching somebody start from scratch, I think it's fun. And someday, if my hands go from doing this, I would love to teach, because just watching the glee on somebody's face when they actually get something accomplished is so interesting and fun to see. And watching people get so zoned into it. It's very, if you're just trying it out for the first time, it could be a very meditative thing. No one says, I could tell your hands are pretty skilled. Oh, thanks. Well, I make thousands and thousands of pots a year, so it's just muscle memory, repetitive nature. So, like these right here are these are just saucers that go under my flower pots, which I'll be making later to show you some of those, if you stay tuned. But yeah, it can be just a muscle memory thing. So what happens here, guys, is once I get all these, I just have to bring them over to my stand over here. Sorry for the walkway. Hey, this is what I look like, by the way. Gail says, I agree. I love teaching. It's very rewarding. Yeah, that's the thing. Every time I've done it, it's just, they might have worked on one piece all day. And they finally get to that point where they are happy and satisfied, and it comes through in the energy in the room. It's just like anything. If you're in a room full of people that all enjoy and want to do the same thing, being in that room is just a good vibe. I mean, there's people that feed off other people, so if there's negative things happening to their pots, then it ends up being yeah, it can end up everybody soaking in all the energy. But if everybody's on a let's do this, let's all be there for each other, and help, then it ends up being a really cool thing. Oh yeah, Fresh Cup of Joel just threw up his link. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, that's Fresh Cup of Joel's link. Yeah, that's a warning. Good warning. Be warned. He's a Canadian that definitely does that on his live stream. Must be all that maple syrup he's drinking. But thank you guys for all tuning in today, and the 17 likes already. That's really nice of you. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I like the disclaimer. That's awesome. So I'm sorry, I haven't been showing exactly what I've been making here. So these are just saucers, but I will be making some larger flower pots. I think I had to do 30 of these. Fresh Cup of Joel says, double tap your screen to show Ben we care. Oh, that's nice of you, bud. Thank you. Yeah, if you double tap it, hits the like button. It just tells me you liked it. Cheryl, never seen a live chat. Please tell me what type of clay you use for your flower pots. Well, I use multiple kinds of clay. This clay right here is a stoneware clay body. It comes out white in color. I also throw with red terracotta, and sometimes I've used all different types of things. I don't throw with porcelain for flower pots, but I've made a whole bunch of stuff. So, DeHunty, how's it going? Hello from England. Shame on me. I hope you're doing well. Why shame on you? Thank you for tuning in. Alicia, I have no idea what those emojis mean. Chugs. Hey, buds. Hey, what's up with you? How's it going, man? Hope you're doing well today, Chugs. Chugs is another pottery brother from another mother. He's down in Alabama. I'm up in Connecticut, so you'll hear, if you watch his stuff, and you'll hear a different accent coming from me versus him. But other than that, we both are production potters. So it's great to see you in here. Hope you're having a good day there, Jab from Chugs. I highly recommend his channel. He's another husband and wife team that are production potters. And it's great to see his videos lately. I've been enjoying them. And it was so funny, Chad, because the whole winter I've been talking about doing like a vlog style thing for my channel, and we both didn't discuss it, and we both have been doing it. So yeah, if you guys do subscribe, there's all my videos as of late, I've been doing regular videos showing specific pots, but then I'm also been doing a vlog video, which is basically inside the Potter studio, which I know sounds a little bit narcissistic because it's not the Potter. There's a lot of Potters. There's two right here, Ugg Chugs, Fresh Cup of Joe. But there's tons of Potters out there, but it was a play on inside the actor studio. So all right, sorry about that, guys. Be nice if that thing had rollers on it. I could just wheel it over here. Probably should put some casters on it. But when is there time to do that when you got to be making all these things? Carol says, can you see my messages? For some reason, I can't see them. I do. And welcome to you, Carol. Hope you're doing well. First up, Joel says, I see you, Carol. Carol says, that's so weird. Hi. Yeah, how's it going, Carol? Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for tuning in. Deontay, not been on for a while, 3 weeks. I've not been well. Oh no, I'm sorry, you're not feeling good. But I hope you feel better. I haven't been going live very often, but I kind of it's like timing for me, like when I can go live. So and everybody says, when are you going live next? And I can't give you an exact time or day or whatever. So I'm gonna do when I can this year instead of just because if I said I was going live from a specific time, well, at that time my pots might be needing some other things, or I might be delivering pots, or I might be doing all this stuff. Yes, son, it's beautiful. Oh, thanks so much. Yes, son, appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the kind words. And I will be doing bigger pots later, guys. This is just the start of the live. So I think the pots will probably end up being like this high in the shot, which I thought would be cool so you could be able to see like a big movement and see what the clay is doing instead of just showing my face. But this is what I look like, guys. And this is what I do for a living. I'm a potter by trade. I call it a trade because it used to be a trade. But you can call it an art, craft, anything you want. I consider it a trade because back in the day, you needed pots. Your house needed pots. Everybody needed pots. Hunter, what's the biggest pot you can make on your wheel? Honestly, the biggest pot I've ever thrown is a 40-pound one-piece for one-piece pots. But I've also done two-piece pots, which are more than that. So very big. It would be out of the screen on this. But I don't do that often because mainly I ship on my website, benwolfpottery.com, and then so shipping heavy and fragile is a horrible combination. But this wheel is rated for 100 pounds. So now when they say rated for 100 pounds, I don't know if you could put 100 pounds on there and then put your, 100 whatever pound body weight you have on there, which would equal 250, whatever it is. I'm like 190, so if it says 100, weighted for 100 pounds, well, that means I would be putting in close to 300 pounds. All right, we're moving along with these saucers, guys. How's it going out there, by the way? Hope you're all having a good day. So these little pots, or these little saucers right here, the first batch I was making went with my 1 pound flower pots. These goes with my 2 pound flower pots. And the next batch I'm starting will go with my 4 pound flower pots. So, and once those are done, I think I'm gonna make some 6 pound flower pots, but I'm not sure. Thanks for the 27 likes or whatever it is here, guys. You're too nice. Alright, so yeah, once I switch over like this, yep, that was my last one of that size. I clean off my little number 2 stamp that I have, and I break out the number 4 stamp, but I have to put that in the right place because otherwise I'll grab the 2. You always have to be paying attention to what you're doing on here. Alright, so this one's a little bit bigger. The Hunty says, tea time here in England. Nice. I'll catch you later or next time you're alive. Thanks so much, Hunty. I always appreciate you coming in and hope you're doing well and hope you feel better. Jimmy, you just said what? You said it. Actually, not only did you say it, you wrote it. So it's now binding forever here on YouTube. Like it, Joel. Appreciate that. Oh, guitar next time. Yeah, maybe. I know I've neglected my poor guitar. It's every time I walk in, I look over at it and it says, "Why do you do this to me?" And yeah, I miss it. So I might do a guitar live stream at some point here, guys. No idea what you just wrote, but hello to you. Thank you, DeHunty. Appreciate you. I could go for a relaxing practice night. Well, actually, practicing for me will not be relaxing at this moment because my chops used to be a lot better than they are. So you'd probably see me being a little disappointed in myself through the whole practice session, but it's well timed. Time is due for that. And does that explain that? Well, I'm sorry. Well, we're all here for you right here. So, you writing to me over the internet, we are all now internet pen pals. But thanks for tuning in, Jimmy. Appreciate that. You guys all hitting the like today, too. That's nice of you. I appreciate every single one of you. All right, so these ones are a little bit bigger, so I have to put these behind the fans. I don't know if you guys can see the fans up here, but if you put direct fans on wider saucers, they can crack. So I have to put them down low where there isn't direct fans. I wonder why I don't have any. Well, I thought we were friends, Joel. Mina says it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay with me. Is it okay with you? How are you? You guys want to do a flip? Hey. I'm flying through these saucers, guys. Flying through the saucers today. Fast and accurate today. They always say slow and steady wins the race, but I disagree. Fast and accurate should win the race. I mean, just by thinking about it, right? Is it, Joel? Is that the drink of choice up there in Canada? Canada? Sorry to have fun with you. Jimmy. Yeah. That would be a hard thing. I'll flip. Actually, let's do it. Hey, there we go. How about, what is that? A 360 helicopter, we used to call them on skis. All right, and then a backflip. All right. Wow. I just flew through those. It's awesome. So let's break out a bigger piece of clay. What do you guys think? Shall we? So I have a bunch of different sizes in this order. I have 1 pound, 2 pound, 4 pound, and 6 pound pots. Which one would you like me to make? You can just type the number 1, 2, 4, or 6. John Wick says yes. Yes, too. How was it going, buddy? Natalie says 6. All right, we got 1 6. We have Gail has a 4. Jimmy, 1 pound. Well, 6 pound would be better, Jimmy, wouldn't it? I was planning on going 6. John Wick says 6. We have 2 6s. All right. I was kind of planning on going with 6, but we'll let people still chime in here if they want to. No pun on you, Carol Chimes. All right, we're going with 6s then. 40 likes. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. So, I do not have that wedged out, so I just have to weigh it out and wedge it out. Make sure I'm making the right style. That could be a bit crazy. These are all going to be scallop fluted. All right. All right, so again, I have to take this stamp that I was using and move it aside, because if I grab the hold the other stamp, that'd be ridiculous. Water break for safety's sake. Everybody stay hydrated. Adriano, I have no idea what you wrote, but hello to you. All right, let's go with a 6-pounder. These end up being about, I don't know, 9.5 inches, something like that. And then with drying and shrinking, it gets down to probably 8.5, something like that. Sabrina, how's it going? Good afternoon to you. Thanks for tuning in. Ah, the joys of pottery noises. All right, so what I did right there, guys, is I created a drainage hole. I lifted up my hand, pulled out the base, and compressed the bottom. How can you tell how wide you've gotten? Are you eyeballing it? Basically, yeah. It's kind of like after you do something thousands and thousands of times, you just look at it. It's kind of like a mechanic looking at a bolt and saying that's a 3/8 or 14 millimeter kind of thing. So after doing this so many times, it kind of just falls into place. I also, with certain type, actually this size pot, I have about a 10-inch span on my fingers, so I'm going to be able to tell my height and width with that as well. So if I need to check, then I do. So what I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm pushing out, I'm pushing in, and I'm lifting up every rotation very slowly. Not bad. Hey guys, I'm watching from Africa. Nice. That's so cool. Seeing people come in from all different countries in this world and watching some guy make flower pots. So thank you. I appreciate you tuning in. And I also have a specific rib I use for each size. So this is kind of like what they would say the magic moment for most people that haven't tuned in before. The rib always gets a ah in the studio when I do this in front of people in person. Barbara says, hi, Ben. How's it going, Barbara? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in today. So that's pretty much, I know that's my height. And then I use this other rib, potter's rib as they call it, to get a little bit of an arch that I like out of these. Also helps with stacking these. I also use it to put in a line right here for a little bit of decoration. And then this one, this style here, which if you guys are the people that have been here before, I do quite often. So I put a little line in the rim, which gives it kind of a split rim look. And then I pull this rim out. I also use this little tool to cut in, which alleviates a lot of my trimming. Because they're flower pots, you don't really need to spend too much time on the trimming end. Jeremy says, how is 2025 been treating everyone thus far? It's been going good for me. John Wick, you're right, magic. Hey, thanks, John Wick. Appreciate you, buddy. Katie says, hello from Alaska. Hello to you. Thanks for tuning in. all the way from Alaska. I've yet to go to Alaska in my life. Actually, I've yet to go to a lot of places. So, and with this pot here, again, what I'm doing is I'm getting all the water out of the bottom. If you leave any water in the bottom, it will end up cracking and just turning that bottom to mush. So you have to get all the water out, and I smooth everything out, clean everything out. And then let's do this, because this is what they want for this. This is called scalloped or fluting. Making it look like a pie crust. However you want to say it. Lee B. Hi from Germany. Hello. Allo. Thank you for tuning in from Germany. Is it, I don't know what time it is over there. Is it Guten Abend? It's afternoon for me, so. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't speak German well. I bet that's it. It makes me relax. Nice. Yeah, pottery can most certainly be a relaxing thing to watch. When you're doing it by thousands and thousands of pots a year like I do, it's very compressive, so your body feels not so relaxed a lot of times, but you have to stretch a lot and do a lot of other things. So here's the end result with that one. And I think I need to make 6 of these. So number 6. 6 today, guys. Barbara says, that is beautiful. Those little details add so much. Oh, thanks so much. Appreciate that, Barbie. Natalie, wow, beautiful. Thank you. It's around tea time. Oh yeah, John Wick, are you over in across the pond from the United States as well? I don't know your name, but thank you for tuning in. How are you? Germany, it's 8 p.m., so that's good to Nacht, right? I'm sorry. I should not even be attempting to speak German because I am not bilingual whatsoever. As I always joke, I have the vernacular of a woodchuck. Right, number 2 of the big boys, or bigger boys out of this batch. Gotta finish learning English before you move on to another language. Yeah, sure do, Joel. Which, there are so many words in the English language that I have not learned yet, so good point. This one, there's some movement going on. Maybe there's just something in the clay. That's all right. We'll figure it out, guys. Yeah, you can see it. It's bouncing around on me here. And there's those pottery noises I was talking about. I bet throwing in the emojis of the vases. I think that's what that is. And thank you guys for the 54 likes. Very nice of you. Yeah, what is going on with this clay? There's something in this clay. I can feel it. You can probably see it too. This one is moving. Chunker. I could feel it. Now, why would you? I have my clay made up for me, so usually this stuff should not be happening. Right. Slay says, ah. You see Potter try to get through something that should not be happening, especially on bigger pots. Let me, where are you? I feel it. I'm gonna try to go over that chunk because I think it's just a hard piece of clay, but because every time it goes around, I feel a rotation of anything hard. I bet said, well, dude, you pronounced my name good. Well, thank you. All right, I'm glad I did. I'm sorry if I didn't to anybody else. Okay, yeah, there's definitely something in this. It's all right. Just gonna have to work through it, guys. That's the thing about pottery, guys. Everybody's like, oh, that's a perfect pot or this and that. There's never a perfect pot. As you can see, there's a little bit of warble in this, but I will be able to rectify that. Hopefully. And if not, you guys get to witness one of the only fails on the live streams I've done. Okay, I think I'm gonna be able to get this. John Wick says, do you have a recipe for the clay or do you have a supplier? I have a supplier, but I also know the recipe as well. So, in case I ever need to make up a recipe. Ryder says, hi, how's it going, Ryder? Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, a lot of this clay here is mined actually in Ohio. It's called Cedar Heights. So that's a lot of the clay body. And then it's also has some ball clay, some fire clay to make up the full body. When people say clay bodies, that just means the amount, you know, the different things that make up what's inside all the clay itself. So, but it's all mixed for me together at Sheffield Pottery, which is a few towns north of me, which is very convenient. Okay, well that little piece that was in there, it's staying in there, guys. Every rotation I felt it gets softer, so it's like, okay, it's got to be a piece of clay. But so how's everybody doing today? Let me know in the chat below how you're doing today. And thank you guys for all tuning in today. It's nice to see this many people hanging out. Always a pleasure. All right, so where that little piece is right here. But because this is a scalloped rim, I'm gonna accentuate it right there. So should not be really noticed once I'm done. Oh, unless I do that. Okay. It's not too bad. How's it going, everybody? That's what I look like, by the way. I look like a cold potter on a New England cold day. I think it's like 20 degrees, but it says it feels like 6, so. So it's very cold out. So there you go. So when I stamp it with my name and a number 6, which indicates that the pot has 6 pounds of wet clay used to create the piece. That also goes with my pricing system for the flower pots. So there's what it looks like when it's done. So that's 2 of them. I do need another sip of water. Lee B says, I'm doing great. Nice. Ryder says, Ben, I got 54 subs. How do I go live now? Well, you go onto your YouTube app and you hit live, and then you hit go live. It's that easy. Congrats on the 54 subs, right? What are you gonna do for your live stuff? I don't know if I ever asked you what you do. Okay, WWE and gaming. Nice. You actually wrestle, or do you? For gaming, I would not really know what to do, depending on, like, if you're on PlayStation. I think you just have to hook that up to your YouTube channel. I'm gonna hit go live. Nice. I don't know much of that stuff, so I just use my mobile and I hit go live. And then I'm in front of all you guys, all you very nice people. 68 likes, guys. Thank you so much for hitting that button today. Appreciate it. So again, I'm going all the way down to the bottom. I'm lifting up a bit, probably about, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch, maybe a little more. Pulling out, creating a base. Now I am basically just getting everything lined up by pulling it all in. So now again, I'm pushing out, pushing in, and I'm lifting up every single rotation very slowly. And there's movement in my bat. Now when there's movement in your bat, it can mean 2 things. The bat is a little warped, or you had some clay under there because the last one was too warped. So after you take it off, you have to look under, find where those bat pins are, put it back on, make sure it's good. I think we're good. All these little problems today. Oh, come on. What is going on here? This is not the bat you were looking for. Let's see that a minute. Slow the wheel down. It's funny because actually when you're throwing pottery, people would think that faster is better, but actually slower can be a little bit better. It gives you a good amount of torque to grab a hold of. It says you're gonna be going live in there. Mara says, do you play Minecraft? I just started playing Minecraft actually at the ripe age of 44, and I'm enjoying it. I think it's a great game for people that have, you know, I like it for the building aspect. So I love building things and on it so far. So it's been fun to try, and I do enjoy it. Yes, I do. Randy says I'm going to make a lot of money, or I'm going to make a lot of money up and get a pottery wheel. Nice. Well, actually, check out my channel. I did review a $100 pottery wheel from Vivor, which actually surprised me a little bit. For beginners, I would actually recommend it. So it's in my long form videos. If you go to my channel and then hit videos, the whole review is in there. And there's also a link where you can get it. But that's not all you need. You also need clay. You also need a kiln to fire them. But for just practicing, you can always reclaim and use the clay over and over and over again until you get your pottery chops up. Hello, Random. Hey, how's it going, Randoms? Hope you're doing well. I saw you in Joel's stream last night. That was funny. He was making you a cheeseburger on the on his drawings. I thought that was great. It's nice to see you in here today. If I start pottery with you, help? Will I help? I mean, you can always ask me questions in these live streams, and I'll try to help you that way. But unfortunately, I don't have the time because I'm a production potter to do lessons of any type. But when you have questions, I can try to answer them in the lives. Randy Plus coming to a restaurant near you. The big Randers. Yeah, I guess. Ella Random writes, yes, fresh cup drew me a greasy cheeseburger. Yeah, I did. I enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed that, let's say. I thought that was funny. It was so cool to see that program you used, too. I know nothing of that stuff. I know it had a funny name. That's all I remember. The name of the program was funny. My absolute pleasure, Anders. Nice. Hello Random says the detail he added made it look real. Yeah, it did. $72 likes, guys. Thank you so much. It seems like a busy stream today, which is nice. It's been a while since I've gone live, so it's nice to see so many people joining in, hanging out. And for the people that are just tuning in, my name is Ben Wolff. I am just a flower pot maker by trade. That's my job. This is what I do. I also make other stuff, but mainly horticultural wares. Yeah. So there we go. So I'm just gonna move a couple of these aside and then get another one going. sorry I have to walk away from the camera. I wedged out a bunch of pieces to do all the sausage. And then if I wedged out the 6-pound flower pots, or 6-pound balls of clay, and let them sit there for too long, they can dry out, because it's very dry this time of year. So, I mean, I could put a bag over them, but it's hard to determine how long I stream for, and also exactly what I'm going to do. Because if I'm making some saucers and my arms start to hurt, I feel like I need to go with a smaller size pot, I will. Because this clay is a bit stiff. So when it is, you have to put quite a bit of energy into it. So depending on how your arms are doing for the day. See, what is going on here today? Is there something underneath? Every bat is different. Normally my bats do not feel like they're warping. Maybe it's the time of year. See, this one has a little bit of warp to it. To get that right, I put in a little piece of clay underneath here. And push in. Hopefully that'll be good. Sorry if I'm missing any chat, everybody. Arif says hi. How long have you been doing this? I've been doing this a very long time, since I was a very little kid. My father is a potter, and he's still going. So he had me, kind of just teaching me very young, probably ever since I was able to touch clay. Then I didn't take it seriously until high school. In the 90s, sold my first pots in 95, 96. Went full-time 99. So, it's been a long time. And I'm most grateful to be able to do what I really like to do for a living. And I hope everybody out there finds something that they really enjoy to do and they're able to do the same. A bad practice? Maybe. How do you make them the same practice? Yeah, after the first few thousand of each shape, you kind of figure it out a bit. 35 and 20, still in college, don't have a job. I feel like I do not have any advice. Just try to stay the course the best you can. Don't worry about what other people say. Just do you. Get her done. As us Americans would say. Some Americans would say. And here's another one with another piece. Did you guys see that? It's alright, I'm throwing right through that. I don't even care. Let's go, bud. Thanks. I'm going. There you go, John. Here's the answer to that. Reef says, thank you. Yeah. Hey, I'm still 44 and I'm trying to figure out what I want to be when I'm older. That's what I always say. It gets a laugh. I feel an incoming Canadian joke. So these are all for an order. This is actually going to a store in New York City, which I've sold to since probably 2003, something like that. Very amazing store called John Darien Company. John Darien's an awesome guy, and it's a true honor to have my pots in his shop. So he was just I just saw him the other day, and I believe it was New York Magazine did a whole thing on his apartment, I believe. So he's a great guy, and he's been a really great supporter. Like I said, been selling my pots down there. He's on 2nd Ave down by the Bowery. So if anybody's down in New York and you want to grab these pots and not have to have them shipped, you can go check out his store. And these will be there, I don't know, probably a couple weeks. These need time to dry, pack, fire, all that. And then once they get there, obviously open up, make sure everything's safe, and then they need to be stocked on the shelves. So that is, yeah, that's what, number 4. I need to do 8 of these. And there you go. That's what it looks like. All right, another piece, guys. So I don't know if you guys can see me over here, probably not, but I'm wedging out the clay, which is basically just homogenizing the clay and getting it all ready for the wheel. It looks like kneading bread, but it's actually the opposite. Instead of putting air into the material, you're taking air out of the material. Yeah. Let's see, John Wick. John Wick says advice. Oh, back to the show. There you go, John. You could be the advice giver. The healthy advice giver. '81 likes, guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's oops. Did you do an oops? I'm sorry. For some reason my feed wasn't showing up. John Wick. Oh yeah, Ben. Do you add color to your works? I do a gray finish on a lot of my pots, which is my favorite. But I don't really do too much color, especially on flower pots. I discussed it in a long form video that I did not long ago. I know there's a lot of them, so I don't know if you had a chance to watch it, but adding a lot of color and crazy colors to the pottery can really take away the job of a flower pot, which in my personal opinion is to just accentuate the beautiful plant that you bought. So if you have pots with crazy colors on them, and everybody has their own opinion, and you most certainly are welcome to it, but my personal opinion is if I did crazy colors on the pots, you'd see the pot and not the plant. So I kind of just keep it simple. I do a white color, I do a gray, also red terracotta. I used to do a really cool dark brown, almost black color pot, which was my absolute favorite. But I can't get my hands on that clay anymore. And it was actually, the clay itself was really a pain to work with because it would warp and it would distort in the kiln, which was really sad. But I like earth tones. I also did a brown mix for a very long time, which just looks really cool with plants too. Really depends. I mean, so I'm kind of more of the solid color kind of earth tone look. Mandy, good afternoon. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Mandy, did I see an order from you? Or is that another Mandy? You don't have to disclose that if you don't want. But I thought you said you were somewhat down south from me when the order came in. Somebody named Mandy, so. What's the oops random? I do not understand. Me no understand. Okay. Yep. No, it was not to Arkansas, so. But no, you don't have to purchase something. I was just wondering because for some reason I thought you were in the Carolinas. I don't know why. There's a lot of people I talk to on here, so I apologize, Mandy. But I did see something came in that said Mandy on it, and something about I like watching your YouTube or whatever. So I was like, I wonder if that's nice. Which is cool because I get notes lately. A lot of orders don't come in directly from YouTube, but lately I've been having people leave notes in the orders that say, I've been watching your long form videos and I'm really enjoying them, and all this kind words, so it's cool to see. Leah thinks she's from Kentucky, or so. Well, people think what they think. I'll try to remember that. Sorry, Mandy. Like I said, I'm horrible at that stuff. I'll see a customer that came in, like, that I talked to for like 20 minutes down at the shop, and they'll come in like a month later, and I'll be like, I know I've seen you in here before, and they're like, yeah, I was here a month ago, dude. We talked for 20 minutes. So I remember their face. So I don't know. Maybe that's the problem with being a visual person. Plus, we get a lot of people that come in and they like to talk about themselves and their stories. So I get stuff mixed up with a lot of people. And same with here on YouTube. Oh, I see some hearts and stuff coming up, guys. Thank you. Okay, another one bites the dust. Yeah, that's what they're looking like, guys. 6 pound scallop pots. What do we got? I needed how many? See, I already forgot what I needed. I need 6 and 6. Or 4 and 4. Right? So it's 8 of them. We're getting there. Manny says, I've always wanted to ask, what was the type of piece that you made back in the day that you want to do, that made me want to do this long term? I don't know. I never got real attached to any specific piece. I really like just the fluidity and the motion of moving clay. So I kind of was really into that, if that makes any sense. There was no specific piece or whatnot. I mean, obviously being around it from my father watching, I had specific shapes that I liked and didn't care for as much. But there was no single piece that said, okay, this is whatever. I really enjoy moving the clay in all different directions and straights and arches and domes and, you know, just moving it. So that's my real draw to the wheel. I hope that answers your question. I get you. The rhythm and using your hands in different ways and forms kept you moving forward. Basically, yeah. I just like that moment of either the rib pull or pulling up the walls is really my thing. And then obviously cleaning it up and making it look like the best, you know, to my best abilities. And then, you know, having people like them and purchase them, that was a big, like, whoa. I was embarrassed to sell these things. I was embarrassed to put my name on them. I was like, why does anything have to be branded? Just let the piece stand for itself. But I got over that. It took a while, but I got over that quickly. This move right here. This is the move that a lot, I don't know, maybe other potters that are in here, they can say, well, what's their favorite part? But this move of moving it, this move of moving it, this motion of moving the clay in a fluid move, yeah, whatever. You're gonna get what I'm saying. It's so hard to think of terms while you're doing something. Insert Canadian joke. Leah says, "Hey, how's it going, Leah? Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing well." Mandy says, "Apologies for the question here. These are actually questions that popped into my head when I was trying to sleep last night." Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean that is a. This move right here, the one I'm about to do. This is my favorite thing. So now I could turn this into hundreds of different shapes in this move. But that is the move. That move right there is what I really kind of live for. So if that makes any sense, I'm sorry it wasn't any specific piece or shape or style or what have you, but it's that is the big thing for me is moving clay. Because really, us potters, we're turning mud into utilitarian objects. So, or just art pieces, whatever people are doing. And there's tons of potters, tons of different ways of thinking about it. So, but for me, it's that move right there, moving the clay. Is what got me really into it. Bart says it brings it to life. Yeah, there you go. John Wick, it's magic is what it is. That's, it's funny because when people are in person, they literally go, and you're like, all right, take it easy. You've seen it before, obviously. You've done it so many times, but when people do that, I kind of giggle, and they then they look up from what I'm doing and look at me and wonder why I'm giggling, and it's just because I get that. I get it. That's that brings me back to being a baby and watching my dad throw and watching that movement where it's like, oh, cool. This is when something's actually going to happen. Autospar Car Wash says it's magic because I can't pull up a wall. Yeah, you can. You'll get there. Just don't give up. Don't give up. And there's tricks to it, and it really takes, some people think it's a joke when I say it, but it takes thousands of times doing something to get. Some people say 10,000 hours. Well, why don't you just convert that to 10,000 pots, and then it'll happen. But I would suggest not giving up. In a lot of classes, people that take classes, for some reason the clay companies give the classes the hardest clay to use, so they're physically struggling like crazy, and a lot of it has to do with the type of clay they're getting, and the hardness of it. So I feel like, or Mandy says, I feel like pottery is especially rewarding and fascinating, watching something form quite literally a lump of earth to something you can actually use. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Leah says, our friend Chad says, literally anybody can do pottery with enough patience and practice. Yeah, no, that is. They can. And that's exactly it. To a point. I know people that have been throwing for a very, very long time that can't make a pot of this size, and that's because they're not practicing it, and if they gave it time and worked on it, they could. I know potters would just make very small pieces, and that's their life. Um, and then they go and try to throw like a 10 or 20 pound pot, and it's a whole different ball game, and it's a whole different thing. But if you just keep practicing, you will get there. And so, who is it that wrote it? Auto Spa Car Wash. I think you can do it. Just give it a shot. Keep giving up. Don't give up. Best joke you've ever told. I don't even know what joke that was, Joel. It's already gone. It's already gone from the brain. It's literally gone. I'm trying to remember what the heck I just said that was so funny. Yeah, Joe's a proud pun dad. Oh yeah, he sure is. Otto says, "Thank you. I will keep over and over." Yeah, just keep going. Don't give up. Don't give up. All right, that's dating me. That's a Peter Gabriel song from the 80s. I think it might be, Mandy. Oh, there you go. Okay. I just popped back in and you were saying it's really not a joke. Yeah. Okay. I always wonder what people see when they first pop in and hear what they, they could be coming in at a very strange moment of what you're watching and what is being said. So that just proves my point. 96 likes, guys. You serious? Cool. I don't know what's going to happen if I hit 100. I might lose my mind. No, but thank you guys, in all honesty, for hitting likes today. Appreciate that. I love how I've literally changed the spelling of the word bud, to B-A-H-D. It started with bod, like B-O-D. Like, how's it going? Body, B-O-D-Y. But I think the H really accentuates it. Now Mandy's using it. I've seen a bunch of other people in Joel's chat using it. I love changing, being the person that changes the way something is spelled. Because it does have a bit of an H sound. Bahad, bod. Actually, maybe it doesn't. Bahad. Bahad. Yeah. All right. It's time for a magical move. Just this is my elder wand. I still have hair, but the Harry Potter elder wand move. It's magic, Harry. All right, there we go. Really accentuates the accent. It does, doesn't it? You're a regular Webster bad. What you talking about, Willis? Auto spa car wash. Is that what is that what you do for a living? Auto? You have a car wash? Or are you just, is that just a name that you gave yourself? It says love it. Cool. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in today. And being talkative. If anybody just tuning in has got anything to say that's decent, I appreciate it. Really? 2 more likes and it's going to be 100 likes today? Sweet. That's nice. Oh, yes. Okay, so that's your job? Cool. Where is your car wash? You can't handle the truth. I can't do a Jack. I can't do a Jack Nicholson. I could do one in maybe The Shining. You think Danny needs a doctor? An older Jack? I'm not very good at it. You're in Missouri. Cool. John Wick says, John Mulaney. John Mulaney. John Mulaney is always a win. Am I doing a good John Mulaney? Probably not. John Mulaney. He's not bad. I think we watched a couple of his specials. Yeah, I rewatch classics often as well, guys. There's something about 90s era movies that were just on point. Plus, it's a bit of nostalgia, I guess. If I'm even pronouncing that word correctly. I was talking about that with a friend of mine the other day. How it was such a awesome time period. Hey, 100 likes, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you. That's really nice of you today. Let's see. He says the real question is, how many times have you seen my favorite movie? Hello to you. I don't know what you wrote, but hello to you. I don't know what that means, but hopefully it's something nice. And hello to you. Man, he doesn't know your favorite movie. No, gulp. I don't know it. Do I know it? Did we talk about this and it's just another thing that has exited my brain? Is it not? It's not like Fight Club. Is it? Come on. I'm sorry, Leah. You're going to have to let me know what it is, because unfortunately, I can't remember everybody's favorite movie. Psych thriller. Okay. Okay, you're giving me tests here. And Ben's really good at forgetting things. Yeah. Wait a minute. Who wrote that? Fresh Cup of J-Hole. Wrote that. I don't know. It's a psych thriller. So it was Fight Club. His name is Robert Paulson. His name is Robert Paulson. Okay, I was right. Okay, all right. No, J-Hole. Now, guys, I joke. Joel is a really good friend of mine, so I can say those things, even though I know he'll be crying himself to bed and probably bothering me later about it. Like, how could you do that to me? Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. John Mike says, that's crazy. I was thinking about that movie a while ago. Yeah, I think we talked about it last time. I believe they're making a sequel. I have heard this from many different people. So I don't know if I'm spreading misinformation. But they're going to bring back Edward Norton. They're going to bring back Brad Pitt, Helen Bonham Carter. I believe there's going to be a son or a daughter involved. So we will see. It is a really good movie. It's a strange movie too, how they subliminally threw in single pictures very quickly. Because if you stop at a certain point when you see something, you might be a little shocked at what you see. It's not just pictures of Brad Pitt, let's just say that. You're like, what? Why did I have to see that? We forgot to look that up. You mentioned that. Yeah. Well, there was a bunch of comics about it, so I think they're going to go on that route. But if don't look too much up, because I looked a bit up and was like, oh, okay, if they're going to do this, then that's going to happen. So I don't want to spoil or anything. But I also heard from a source the other day that another big movie is being remade. Actually, I shouldn't even say that one because I'm not at liberty to say. Oh yeah. LOL. That movie is a gold mine. That is a gold mine for trivia. Sure is. And actually, was it Joel I think I was talking about with like trying to really name a bad Brad Pitt movie. I think he's just every movie he's been in, you're like, oh, here he is again, and then you're like, okay, that was an awesome movie. No, it wasn't, Leah. What if you like Fight Club? You should. Memento. Okay. That actually sounds really familiar. Guys, I don't know if I'm forgetting. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm getting that movie confused with something else, but I feel like I've seen that movie. If my hands were clean, I'd Google it real quick to see the cast. World War Z. I only watched. Okay, so that's the one I actually did not care for as much. He was in that, right? I wasn't a huge fan of that, to be honest with you. And everybody can have their own opinion, whatever. But I would, yeah. I mean, I just kind of went down the list, like, in my head, going... I mean, that wasn't a movie I like hate it or nothing. I just like out of all of them, that probably wasn't on my top. The Prestige is my favorite movie. Nice. Then I get the movie The Prestige and The Illusionist mixed up. The Prestige is Hugh Jackman and Edward Norton, right? Or is that The Illusionist? That's The Illusionist. See, I'm getting him confused. Because there were some big similarities to that movie, both those movies. Well, what's in the box? What's in the box? Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that is a really good movie. Oh, and Christian Bale. Okay. Yeah. I know, that was a traumatizing moment for many who, because you could feel it. You could feel what was in the box. You knew it. Yep, I got you. I don't know. I mean, just everything that I've seen from that guy. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I saw it not long ago. Great movie. It was great. He was killer in it. Oh yeah, Legends of the Fall, all that stuff. It was a good death. Snatch, can I say that? Yeah, maybe. That was a good movie. That's a real good movie when he's a bare knuckle fighter. Seven. When did it come out? I don't know. I'm pretty sure though. I learned from Joel the other day that Google is free. So I would say 7. Let's take a guess before somebody actually looks it up. I'm gonna guess 99. No. Fight Club I think was 99. Yeah. How about 2000? That's my guess. 95. Really? 7 came out in 95? Really? Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I saw it then and I was probably 14, 15. So. But movies were, I mean, this PG-13 and this and that. Hey, if you go back and watch a PG-13 movie from the 80s, you will be shocked at what's in that. Because those would be rated R movies today. That's for sure. There's no way around that. All right, 8 of those. All right, let me sit down for a sec. Clean up this stuff. We got 8 of the 6-pound pots done. We got 24 saucers made. That's pretty good for this last couple hours, and then I'm gonna have to do some other stuff later. It's never ending, guys. Wait a minute. I'm missing chat. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I can't believe it either. No, I really 95 does not feel right. It feels like what was Fight Club 98? Did I have that right? I thought like 90, like I don't know. Um, you were like Joel told me the other day, and I'm screaming. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, he did. He said Google's free. News to me. I didn't know I did. Waiting for some guesses to say it too. Sixes are done. Yeah, dude. I only needed 8 of those. It's kind of nice because that clay was really quite hard. So when clay is hard to throw, it's not the funnest. But I also have, I don't know. I got a bunch of other pots I have to make with that order. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to live stream again soon so you guys can watch that. If I do finish it, I can also just be throwing other things on here. So Fight Club was 99. All right, 98, 99. All right, cool. I was close with that one. I really thought that 7 came out after Fight Club. But it makes sense because the lead role was Morgan Freeman. And Brad Pitt was secondary. Well, he was secondary in Fight Club, in my opinion. Which he's really good at. He's really good at not needing to be the star of their show and then stealing the show. So. Yeah, let's see. As soon as I type wondering when to release it, I roll my eyes at myself when I Google. Joel, thank you for the stream. He had to. Yeah, I don't. I don't have that, Joel. It all went to the front, bud. Gail says have some water. Do I look like I'm getting dehydrated? I've actually slammed a lot of water already. But thank you, Gail. I appreciate it. 106 likes. Yeah, I guess it was 106 likes. 7, it says in mine. Cool. Thank you, guys. So that's how it is. Greedy is good at supporting roles. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Hopefully, Lee gets my favorites. Oh, because you slat down and the clay was real hard. Yeah, I know. Well, you're right. I mean, because my wrist and forearms they're burning a little bit. So I am gonna have to make more pots later, but for the time being, this is gonna have to be it for a bit. Because if you just keep going and going and going, then that's when. Well, you don't want the product to suffer either. So when you're throwing some really hard clay, it needs to be right. And you need to have fresh muscle to do it. So there's other things that I can do and need to do today. I also need to carry out a ton of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of carrying that's gonna have to happen after this. Let's see. Is there a double meeting? Maybe I missed it. Well, I do appreciate everybody that has come into the stream today. It looks like a bunch of people subscribed, so thank you for doing that today and hanging out. And yeah, here's to you, Gail. I'll drink some water. So I don't get any Benny horses, right? Because Charlie doesn't need all of it. Charlie gets everything. Yeah, when somebody gets sick, you should up Ben, not up Chuck. I just can't envision you standing right. Oh, Mandy. I'm like, what are you about? What are you writing to me? All right. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. And everybody that's been watching my live or my long form videos, I appreciate you doing that as well. Because it's kind of tough to go live all the time. And I've been doing a little bit more long form format stuff. So, but when I do go live, it's always nice to see everybody in here. So thank you again. And we will catch you next time. Fresh Cup with Joel. Stay well, everybody. You too, buddy. Thank you. And are you going live today, Joel? I'll stay on until you answer that. If you're going live, maybe I'll get a moment to get in there and, you know, type some ill wish. I've listened to you make fun of me the whole time. This says, thanks, Ben. Of course. Thank you. Appreciate it. He says, those are terrible. Have you ever had one in your thigh? I did when I was. Oh, I've had Charlie horses everywhere. Don't take that out of context. Joel says, yes, sir. All right, cool. Well, we'll have to check, watch you later, Joel. 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fresh Cup Joel will be live. John Wick. Hey, thanks, John Wick. Thank you for being so nice in here and giving that nice advice to, I forget the person that you did, but that was very kind of you. Joyce. No, I didn't even know you were in here, Joyce. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, thanks for watching. Authorized. Hi. You came in the last second. Hey, Ben, I think you have something on your t-shirt there. Yeah, it's not a t-shirt. Oh, no, on your shirt there. Yeah, I do. Clay. A lot of it. 111 likes. That's ridiculous. No, I'm good. Auto. Yeah, there you go. Auto Spot. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was a pleasure to talk to you. Lee says everywhere. Takes out of context, man. He says, yeah. All right. You guys, thank you so much. I will catch you next time I go live. So, till then, stay classy, behave yourselves, do the best for one another that you can. All right? Later.